never wanted any of this. I never wanted to be in the games. I just wanted to save my sister.
It's the things we love most that destroy us.
I want everyone who's watching to lay down their weapons now.
You're alive.
Peeta is the capital's weapon, the same way you're ours.
Today. Wednesday, we're jumping into The Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part 1. This is a very long title. I can say The Hunger Games, Mockingjay, Lord, and this is Part 1, child. So Part 2 will probably happen in the year 2023. No, joking. I know it's been a while, but you know how I am, guys, on this channel. I really do try to produce enough content for everybody, but you know, sometimes it's just way too freaking hard. But we're back in movie time. I have enjoyed this movie since the start of it. This movie has made me cry. It has made me upset. It has made me angry and a little bit of confusion. So the guy I call Santa Claus, which is Mr. Snow, I believe, he's the one who runs this whole situation, this whole game. And I believe in the last movie, the game, we found out that the game, I guess, was he like the game runner? He made the games, right? Like the new guy. He was actually working with all the other cities. Is that what they're called? But so they destroyed the games, and it seems like in this movie we're gonna have like a rebellion. Ooh! Now I can't remember what the main city is called. But if they're gonna have a rebellion, that means all 13 or 12 other, I think they're not called cities, but whatever they're called, the 12 of them, they're all gonna team up. But does the main city, bear with me guys, but does the main city have enough protection, backup to go against 13 or 12 other cities? That's a little weird. I feel like I don't know why there's a part 2 of Mockingjay, because how the hell could they survive? Now, Mr. Snow must have some type of trick up his sleeve, because he's lost so far in the past 2 movies. The first one, where the games only has one winner, that got remixed when we had Katniss. She decided that she was not going to kill her neighbor. Instead, they made this a love story and ended up being these two surviving the games. And then the second movie was when the rebellion obviously started. So it also seems like the rebellion actually probably kicked up in gear when that lovely young girl died in the first movie, and when Katniss, is that her name? Child, I should have done some research before I did this thing, because I don't remember nobody's name. I don't know what the damn cities are called. I don't know what the main city is called. I just know that I called the guys, I know called Snow, Santa, and I think her name was Katniss. Katniss Everdeen, I believe that's her name. It sounds about right. But I think the rebellion started when she went like this, in memory of Rue, when that lovely girl was killed and made me cry hysterically in that first film. Check it out if you guys have not seen it. So I'm very excited to see what's going to happen in this one and really see why we have a part 2 of this. And then you guys, just so you guys know, just so we are on the same page, chapter and story, the next movie that I will be filming will not be the part 2. It's going to go right back into Harry Potter to wrap up that. I think it's a part 1 of Harry Potter as well. And then I'm coming back to this, and then we'll wrap up this movie, and then I go back to Harry Potter, and I finally wrap that up. And like always, I must give you guys a small little disclaimer. This movie right here is going to be a full reaction for our 3rd tier members on both of my platforms, which is 2, but say all of my platforms, yes, 2 of them. I have a Patreon, so in case you guys are really interested in joining my Patreon, you could join that, or if you want to join the channel membership here on YouTube, you could do that as well. On the 3rd tier, you will be able to see that here on YouTube, and actually on Patreon, I'm doing all of my stuff for all 3 tiers because I am new on Patreon, so I will actually put this for all 3 tiers over there. So I believe the first tier is $3 over there on that side. So if you guys like to see a full reaction as well, you could join the Patreon. Now to see all my movies and TV shows, that is on the 3rd tier. So definitely you guys, you know what it is. There's 3 separate tiers on both platforms. So choose wisely. With that being said, guys, let's jump into the Hunger Games and find out exactly what Kat Everdeen has got to give. Blue.
Start simple. Start with what you know is true. Peeta was left behind. I had a nightmare. Just 5 more minutes.
What's happening? Where are we?
Finnick.
I wanted to go back for Peeta and Joanna.
They have Annie too. She's in the capital. I wish they were all dead and we were too.
Miss Everdeen. Colonel Boggs, District 13's head of security.
I was told there was nothing left of 13.
But we're military, so we learn to survive down here.
You're a courageous young woman. I know how disorienting this must be. I hope you'll find some comfort with us. I apologize. I wish you had more time to recover, but unfortunately we don't have that luxury. Please, have a seat. There have been riots and uprisings and strikes in 7 districts.
And there's no way for me to contact my operatives inside the capital.
The capital has always suppressed communication between the districts.
We need to show them that the Mockingjay's alive and well and willing to stand up and join this fight. And we're going to stoke the fire in this rebellion. The fire that the Mockingjay started.
Then you should have saved Peeta.
People don't always show up the way you want them to, Madam President. But that anger-driven defiance, that's what we want, and we can redirect it. Let her see it. Let her go home.
They blew this up. Did they nuclear bomb it? Is that what they did? Why is that building safe? Is that her house? Or no?
Hey.
Oh.
Don't you want to see Prim?
This is her house. So they destroyed everything but her house. You can give her a rose.
Nigeria. These are senseless acts of defiance.
We'll call them criminals.
Never let them see you bleed. I address all the Panem as one. In the past weeks, you have heard of sporadic violence following the actions of a few radicals in the Quarter Quell. In return, the capital provides order and security.
Oh, you better do a video, girl. Better do a video. You better do it now.
It's okay.
That's Mom.
We're okay. We're all here
Good,
now.
Mom.
Smuggled them in.
And I got some of your herbs from the kitchen.
You should try to eat something.
Hello. Good evening. If you're working, put down your work. If you're having dinner, stop having dinner. There has been rampant speculation about what really happened. Please welcome Mr. Peeta Mellark.
You have to understand that when you're in the games, you only get one wish. It's very costly. And that night, my wish was to save Katniss. And then the lightning hit and the whole force field around the arena just blew out. I want everyone who's watching and to think about what a civil war could mean. Is this really what we want to do?
He has to do that.
Kill ourselves off.
That was crazy.
Could have done a lot of damage.
Why do you think he said that?
He has to.
He's still playing the game. It's just a nightmare.
It's okay. I get him too.
He's hot. He was there with me too. She like him. I'm late. I'm late to the party.
It's
Tell me what's happening.
Even if we win this war, what happens to Peeta?
What's something? You just have to ask.
I should wake you up more often, little dog.
I've decided I'll be your Mockingjay, but I have some conditions. If and when Peeta is liberated, he will receive a full and unconditional pardon. No punishment will be inflicted. The victors will be granted immunity, and you will announce that in front of the entire population of 13. You will hold yourself and your government responsible, or you will find another Mockingjay.
In wartime, I think even the noblest of causes can be bent a little bit, right?
Is the visiting hours again?
Who's that? Is that
Miss
the lady?
Jenkins, I've told you these are the standard living quarters, same as everyone. Katniss has agreed to be the Mockingjay.
Poor thing.
Your days in the capital are over.
Cave Dwellers is going to take my place.
Yes.
Katniss Everdeen has consented to be the face of our cause. In exchange, I have promised several concessions.
The thing with revolutions, they're a tender flame. They need to be nurtured with a little kindling and warmth.
I'm a political refugee. Plutarch rescued you. Now I'm condemned to this life of jumpsuits. Senna, he's dead, isn't he?
Oh, the
He
guy.
made Plutarch promise not to show you this. He believed in this revolution. We will make you the best dressed rebel in history. Everyone's either gonna want to kiss you, kill you, or be you.
Okay, Katniss, we're going to start you down on one knee.
Okay.
And as you rise up, you just storm the outskirts of the capital.
People of Panem, we fight! We dare to end this hunger for justice!
She has to do her own thing.
It's how a revolution died. I'd like you all to think of one moment where she made you feel something real.
When she volunteered for her sister at the reaping.
You know, I like you better, Effie, without all that makeup.
Oh, I like you better sober.
The opportunities for spontaneity are obviously lacking below ground.
I can't sanction putting an untrained civilian in battle just for effect.
Maybe there's some place that's less dangerous.
District 8.
I want to go. And if you're killed, make sure you get it on camera.
Plutarch wanted you to have a weapon. Couldn't just make you a fashion accessory. Let's not fire the red ones in here.
It's not that simple, Katniss. We barely survived. There would have been nobody left to claim victory.
It's like exactly what Peeta said when you all called him a traitor. Back safe.
These people have come a long way to support the cause. This is Cressida, in my opinion, one of the best up-and-coming directors in the capital.
Until I up and left.
Don't expect much chit-chat from him. He's an AVOX. Capital cut his tongue out years ago.
It's gotta be fast, in and out.
You're alive then? You weren't sure?
Katniss has been recovering, but she insisted on coming out and seeing some of your wounded.
She's worried about having all your wounded in one place.
I think it's better than leaving them to die.
Don't film me in there. I can't help them. Just let them see your face.
They don't recognize her. Oh, chills
Katniss Everdeen?
I came to see you.
What about the baby?
I lost it.
Oh, sorry, she said she was pregnant.
You're to fight with us?
I will.
Oh, this is the most touching moment ever. Blessed be the Queen.
She was visiting a makeshift hospital. We're not sure if she's still there. You wrote that speech yourself, Harriet. Any association with the Mockingjay symbol is forbidden.
Incoming bombers from the north. We need to find cover now.
They're circling back around. Come on.
Help them! Katniss? Katniss, what do you want to say? I want the rebels to know that I'm alive. Where the capital just bombed a hospital. And there will be no survivors. This is what they do. And we must fight back. You can torture us and bomb us. And if we burn, you burn with us.
Plutarch's faith in you wasn't misplaced.
But do you see that?
There is no progress without compromise. But I stand here with the Mockingjay that our moment has arrived. Together, we will become an alliance to be reckoned with.
The more people on our side, the closer we are to Peeta and Annie.
Yeah.
By order of President Snow, all worship will be
extended by an extra 2 hours.
What?
Coin agreed to let us hunt above ground.
Oh, yeah, leave that animal alone.
He's not even afraid of us.
I've never been hunted before.
That's a pretty elk, I think that was. These two, I thought were like lovers, but it seems like they're like best friends. That's it.